Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jennifer Soto and I'm your Pampered Chef Consultant. So I wanted to let you know kind of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be making a recipe and we're going to be making breakfast for dinner. So I'm going to make some bacon, some cold brew coffee, some waffles, and some whipped cream. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the air fryer where you could actually make some chicken, like some chicken tenders in there, so you could have like chicken and waffles. So it could be your dinner. This is also great for breakfast, of course, but it's dinner time when I'm filming this, so this is going to be our dinner. All right, so as I'm doing this recipe, I'm going to tell you about all the products that you see here and some that you don't, and so you're probably going to fall in love with everything. And so what I always say is get what you can't live without right now, and then host for the rest. That's the best way to do it. And then watch what I do because it's really fun. All right, so let's start with bacon. So I went ahead and pre-prepped the bacon. I went ahead and put it on some parchment on our stone. This is our new fusion stoneware. You can tell it's fusion stoneware because the waffle weave on the bottom. If you have stone and it's kind of flat on the bottom, it doesn't have like that wavy pattern, then it's an old stone. Our new fusion stoneware is really, really cool because it can go in the dishwasher, it can go in the oven, it can take some higher heat, you can even preheat it. These were all things that were kind of no-nos with the old stoneware. So it's really nice to have that upgrade. You still have all the same benefits as stoneware. You still have the even cooking, the air that can come through and cook that bottom the same as it's cooking the top, and how easy it is to clean. All that stuff is still part of the package, but we just got some additional things. This is the bar pan. This is kind of the workhorse as far as our stones are concerned because it has sides, but it also has a lot of flat surface area. So I remember when the original bar pan came out back in the late 90s, and we were doing chicken and broccoli braid on there. You know what I'm talking about, right? My mom would do 2 chickens that would hold all the juices in there, and of course that's when I learned to do bacon in the oven. Now, my theme for this month is no oven cooking, but I think I would rather have my oven on than stand over the stove and cook bacon. It's kind of my thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the oven. I've already got it preheated to 425 degrees. And it should take about 20 minutes for it to cook, which is about the time that we'll be done. The next thing I'm gonna do is show you this awesome cold brew pitcher. So we make a lot of cold brew in the summer. Kind of starting in June, I'm like, oh, it's cold brew time. When I lived in Florida, it was cold brew time a little bit sooner, but I'm in Colorado now. And the cold brew pitcher is a glass pitcher, and it has a nice little sleeve on here. It's dishwasher safe, but I will tell you, it's a little bit fragile. So if your kids are the ones that do dishes, just you do this, don't let them do it, okay? And it has 2 inserts in the funnel. So this is for coffee so that you get those really nice grounds not in there. And this is for tea, or if you wanted to infuse lemons or strawberries or cucumbers or something like that, you could put that in here as well. So you can have a really refreshing drink, whether it's coffee, tea, or water. All right, so we're gonna put the cone in here, and then I have 1 cup of coffee measured. This is just my regular coffee that I use in the morning. You can use espresso if you want to, if you really like to have that strong coffee, either in the morning or in the afternoon, or I also prepare a decaf, and then I store them in these IKEA bottles, but I prepare a decaf as well, because when I'm in the afternoon, I'm 50 years old, so if I have some caffeine in the afternoon, I might not sleep. So I make a decaf as well. So I just use the Easy Read measure cup to measure that. Okay, and then we put that in there, and then we're gonna do some water. So I will tell you, if you're doing decaf, you need to have a stronger brew. So I use the Cafe Verona by Starbucks, but you really want to have a stronger brew. You just get a lot more flavor. And you want to cold brew this for about 24 hours. So this is not going to be ready for dinner tonight. It'll be ready in the morning. But you really want to cold brew this for 24 hours. That's what's going to make it work really great. And you want 5 cups of water. So I had 4 measured out. And then I'll use this. This is doing double duty to rinse my cup as well. So I told you I take it out of this container and then I store it actually in another container because I store a lot of my drinks in a drawer, so I want it to be able to go on its side. This obviously cannot go on its side, but it's fantastic. It brews in about 24 hours. You can see this is already starting to brew. And I'll tell you, the thing about cold brew that's really great is that you don't have as much acid. So if coffee makes your stomach, it makes you have indigestion in the morning, or, oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. No. If coffee makes you, you know, it's not live, but I'm not going to record it again because I sneezed. But it's, what was I saying? Oh, if coffee causes your stomach to be kind of sour in the morning, just try cold brewing it. And just because you cold brew it doesn't mean you can't heat it up in the microwave or on top of the stove and still have some really great flavor. It's not the same as coffee that was left in the pot all day and you're reheating. It doesn't taste like that. So anyway, cold brew, love our cold brew pitcher, use it all the time. So, and all the pieces are dishwasher safe, which is really handy. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use our Deluxe electric grill and griddle. That's this thing right here. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and then I'm going to turn it on. So it looks kind of big, right? Like, it's like, oh my gosh, that's really big. And then you see the stuff behind it. Oh my gosh, it takes up a lot of space. Super cool because it actually stores on its side like this and locks so it doesn't come apart. And I actually store it in my cabinet. So that is super handy. It comes with 4 plates. So it comes with the grill plates, which you see right here, and we're actually gonna take those out. Okay, we're gonna take those grill plates out and set those right here. And then it also comes with the flat plates, which if I was gonna be doing bacon and eggs or pancakes, this is what I would be using, okay? And I'll show you how that works. Make sure I've got my little rubber thingies off of here. You just pop it in, and it snaps in, okay? You have to look at what you're doing. It really helps, okay? And then there's other plates that you can get are the waffle plates, which I'm actually going to be using today, but I wanna show you this before I do that. Okay, so let's say you wanna use this as a hibachi grill, or you want to use this as a double griddle so you can do lots of pancakes. You would just open it up like this, and then you could turn it on and work it. Both sides are going to be hot, and it works really, really great. Another thing you can do is you could do pizza on here. So you could cook your pizza crust and then put everything on here, and then we'll take this side over here and move it over like this, and it'll prep this up, and then we'll tilt this a little bit and it'll cook the top. This is also great if you want to brown the top of something else or whatever, but this movable top is also really good if you want to do paninis, either on the flat griddle or on the grill. You can do paninis or, you know, wraps that are baked or whatever. It's like so much versatility. We actually use this a lot. I think there was a couple weeks where I didn't even put it away. Once we had some company come, I was like, oh, I should probably put that away. But I love using this. And tonight we're gonna use it to make waffles. So I have made cornbread waffles on here. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna show you guys a really special, fun thing to make on here when we get all done. I hope I remember. I have the ingredients. I hope I remember to do it. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna, oops, I need to set this back on here. And the other thing is it comes with a recipe book. All of our electronics come with a cool recipe book that explains everything, gives you some really great recipes. This also has a probe, and the probe would attach right over here, and you can stick it in your burgers so that when they're 140 degrees, which is medium, then it turns off. And so you're not gonna overcook your burgers. So that's handy. And the probe actually stores in the drip tray right here. So that's pretty handy as well. All right, so drip tray, and then this is what you would use to clean these off, okay? So that all comes with it. So we're going to turn it on. There is an on button in the back, okay? We're gonna turn it on, and I just need to double check my time and my temp and all that good stuff. Oh, so many good recipes in here, and I will share, you guys. I'm gonna make waffles with the mix, but I will share a waffle recipe with you guys. It'll be in the description. So the print is really small. So okay, so oh, waffles. I was like, set the griddle in the flat position. No, we're making waffles. So we're gonna set it on custom for 8 minutes. So cancel time. We're going to change our time to 8 minutes. Okay. And then we'll push the button, and then we'll change our temp to 375. Okay. And then it's going to preheat. So we'll leave that right there. While that's preheating, it will actually beep at me when it's done preheating. Okay. So while that's happening, let's go ahead and prepare our batter in our batter mixer and dispenser. Now, y'all, this is one of my favorite tools. I love this tool. It is so handy. All right, so it came out of the dishwasher, so it's all disassembled. So let me get it back together. All these little silicone pieces pop in and out for easy cleaning. It goes in the dishwasher. We want to put the cap on here. We don't need this cap yet till we're going to be putting everything out. So we're gonna put, and whenever you're using the batter mixer and dispenser, you want to use your liquid ingredients first. So we're gonna put in our 2 cups of milk, and I measured them with the Easy Read measure cup. And I use that's what I use for the cold brew. It comes in a set of 1 cup, 2 cup, and 4 cup. But I love it because the measurements are top down. So when you pour, you're just looking at it from the top down. You don't have to worry about like bending down or anything like that. They're dishwasher safe. The measurements are in between the plastic, so they're not gonna come off. They're heat safe. You can actually melt butter or melt chocolate chips, or I always heat up my milk for my macaroni and cheese in here, add the powder and the butter and mix it all together before I put it in my macaroni and cheese. So you can do that. It goes in the microwave. Okay, and then we need 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So I have that right here. Okay, this is one of our 1 cup prep bowls. So prep bowls are so handy in the kitchen when you're getting your ingredients ready for dinner, and especially if you have small ingredients and things like that. But they're also handy. Have you ever made a mug cake? Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick recipe for a mug cake. If you need a quick dessert, just go buy a cake mix, okay? And then you put 3 tablespoons of the cake mix, 2 tablespoons of water, and then you mix it all together and you stick it in the microwave for 1 minute. And this is perfect to do that in the little prep bowl, 1 cup prep bowl. We also sell them in 2 cup and 3 cup sizes. But that is a great dessert. I buy the sugar-free cake mixes and do that all the time. So we've got that in there. The next thing we're gonna do is put our whole package of waffle mix in here. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not pre-open this, and I'm probably gonna regret that because I can never open any packages. So we will just cut this. This is our pancake and waffle mix. We sell this. Okay, and so it does have a Ziploc, so if you don't want to use the whole thing, we have a lot of people staying at the house right now, so we're going to go ahead and use the whole thing. Okay, and it fills up this whole batter and mixer and dispenser. That's not an accident. That's the servings. That's the way they designed it. Okay, but I love this because you don't have to do anything special for pancakes or waffles, like pancakes or waffles. Just do it that way, okay? And then I'm going to, don't tell anybody, everybody's kind of hiding in their rooms while I tape this, but I'm gonna add some protein to the waffles, okay? This is gonna make about probably about 4 or 5 servings, so I'm just gonna add 4 scoops of protein. This is really gonna help everybody kind of stick with everybody. Perfect, especially for like a weekend morning or a weekday morning or before you go to school. Add some pea protein to whatever it is you're making. I add it all the time. Stir it into rice or stir it into pancakes or brownies or whatever. So you can get these in little pouches. This is a small pouch. We also sell kale and fiber, which is fantastic. I like to mix that with the taco meat. So they all are like, why does the taco meat have a little green tinge to it? So I'm like, I don't know. So, all right, so we've got this on here. I've got it clipped on here. I hope that's clipped on there. And then we're just going to plunge, okay? It's so easy. You just plunge until it's mixed together. It's kind of like our quick stir pitcher. Do you guys have our quick stir pitcher? Quick stir pitcher, same concept. You put your ingredients in there. So like you're making sweet tea, you put your sugar and you put your hot water and your tea in there. And you mix it all together, okay? Or if you're making Crystal Light or you're making orange juice from that, hard frozen concentrate, works really great. All right, so we've got this whole thing mixed together. We're gonna take it apart, kind of tap off the end here, and then I'm gonna put the cover on it, okay? And then just putting the cover on the plunger, because what that's gonna do is make it so that I can plunge down and dispense, okay? Over here on the side, it has settings, small, medium, and large. Large is about half a cup, or about a quarter cup, so we need half a cup on each thing to go, so to get this ready. So let's see what's next, okay? Not quite ready yet, getting hot, getting hotter. So I'll let that sit till we hear from it. So I'll start on something else. Actually, you know what? I'll take some time to tell you guys about taste buds while we're waiting for that to get hot. So taste buds, if you are ever in having trouble with deciding what's for dinner, I mean, it's probably the number one thing that I hear from people is they're like, I don't know what to do for dinner. I don't know what to do for dinner. So I always meal plan. Okay, I usually meal plan. I shouldn't say always, I haven't meal planned this last week, but I usually meal plan. And so on Mondays, we typically have pizza. On Tuesdays, we have tacos, and I rotate through different kinds of tacos. We do ground beef, and we do pork tenderloins, and we do flank steak, and we do chicken, okay? And I rotate through those every week, so there's something different every week. And then, one night will be pasta night, one night will be taste buds night. So 3 recipes come in here in the taste buds package every month. So I know at least 3 weeks out of the month, I don't even have to think, I just pick one out of here, okay? So this is fantastic. If you're looking for new ideas, you wanna try out all of our seasonings and that kind of thing. So it comes in a little envelope like this. It's a monthly subscription. So you can get it every month, or you can buy it in a 3-month or a 6-month subscription. And so it gets sent out. As long as you order it by the 15th of the month, then you can get that month's mix. So this is the this is the June one. I did not do my taste buds in June, so I think it came when I was out of town or something like that. So anyway, so this is called Summery Southwest. So that's the theme. So there's a theme every month, and it has 3 seasonings in here. We've got Tex-Mex, Chipotle, and Southwestern, and they're little sample seasonings, about the equivalent of half or a third of a bottle. And then you've got 3 recipes. So this has got South of the Border Burger, and they're beautiful little recipe cards that you can keep. Southwestern fried rice and beef burrito bowl, yummy. And perfect for our Taco Tuesday if we want to change things up. And then this little card gives you lots of different ideas. So I'm just saying, if you have, and then you're gonna have, because you have leftover seasonings, that's why you get lots of ideas. But if you struggle with what's for dinner and you really need help and you really need ideas, this is a great way to try out new recipes. And I've taken some of the recipes from Taste Buds and they become in a regular rotation. I absolutely love the onion burgers. And so I do those from time to time. My husband's allergic to onions, so I do them either when he's gone or I have to make 2 batches of stuff, but I love that extra flavor in there. Another one I loved was the steak and mushrooms. And another thing that happens with the Taste Buds is you get a special email from Pampered Chef every month, and there's a special section on the website that you can go to check things out and interact with other Taste Buds subscribers. So it's super fun, super cool. All right, let's check this and see if it's ready. I didn't hear it ding. Yep, I didn't hear it ding because I was talking, but it did ding. So we're gonna lift this up, okay? That was perfect timing, huh? Oh, there it went. Now it dinged, okay? So we're gonna take the cover off. I always make a mess. I don't make a big mess, but I always make a mess. And then we're gonna squeeze, actually, before I do that, I got a little squeeze on there, but I wanna spray. I almost forgot that I have to spray. And of course my spray bottle is empty. This is the kitchen spritzer. Everybody needs a kitchen spritzer. You're gonna get to see me fill it up right now because it's empty. It never fails. Every single time I make a video, which is every month for sure, I make a video for my parties, and I forget something every time. So notice this is Pampered, not perfect. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so we got the oil in there now. We're gonna pump until it is, I can't pump it anymore, okay? And we're just pushing air in here. So you saw I added oil. Now I'm adding air. It's getting a little bit harder. I want to get it really good and tight so that I get a good pump. And then we're going to spray. Okay, let me spray the things here. All right, and then I'm going to lift this up, and we're going to do 2 squirts. That's about half a cup. And we're going to close this, and we'll hit start. Okay? So that's going to cook for a minute, and we'll just keep doing that. Okay? So while that's cooking, let's go ahead and make our whipped cream. How does that sound? Again, look, this is kind of similar to the batter mixer and dispenser. Okay? Let me get the whipped cream out of the fridge. Stuck it in the freezer to keep it really cold because I just picked it up from the store. So we just want 2 cups or 1 cup of whipped cream. Okay, we're gonna pour to the line. There's a line on here. I made this the other day with non-dairy whipped cream. It was fantastic. Okay, we want 1 tablespoon of honey. Get that off of there. This is the measure all cup, teeny petite mini measure all cup. Great for doing small batches of things like mustard or honey or tub butter or something that you just need a little bit for. And then we need a tablespoon of powdered sugar or a little extra. These are the measuring spoons. They come stacked like that. I love them. Okay, you have 6 spoons. I also love them because they balance right here, so I could pour my liquid ingredient in there, have everything ready. And then this is gonna take about 30 seconds to get this nice and thick. This is the part that I usually hand off to somebody else, but as you can see, it's just me. I can feel it getting thick. Give my arm a little rest there. I'm gonna get one of these. So it takes about 30 seconds. You can put cocoa in here. You could put mint. You could put almond. You could put other flavorings in here, vanilla. I used honey for my flavoring. So this is honey whipped cream. Yep, all done here. It took a little bit of extra arm muscle, and we had a little snafu in the video, but here we're back. And so what I want to do now is I've got this ready, and I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. I did burn the first batch, so we're coming back for more. So we're going to go ahead and spray this right here, and then we'll put our batch on here. Remember, this is on the biggest circle. That does half a cup, or a quarter of a cup, and we want half a cup, so we're gonna do 2 little squirts, and then we're gonna close that. We're gonna push start, and that's gonna take about 2 minutes. So while we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and move over and make this, make our fruit, which is gonna be our toppings for the waffle. So I've got the strawberries already done, already got the tops cut off, they're washed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these really quickly using my quick slice. Let me switch this sides. Okay, so I'm gonna use my quick slice. So the quick slice has a whole bunch of blades in here, and it's so awesome because we can just put 4 strawberries in here and slice them so fast. You can slice strawberries, bananas, which I'll do bananas in a second. You can do hot dogs or kielbasa sausage, or you can do peppers. Basically anything that's kind of a little bit soft. You don't want to do hard things like carrots or onions, things like that. They're really hard. So that's not a great thing to do. I've got a lot of strawberries in there. So the Cool and Serve is fantastic for prepping anything like that you want to keep cold. So this little white piece in the bottom right here, it actually goes in the freezer. It stays in the freezer, and then I can use it in my piece to keep everything cold. So we're going to put that there. I think that's enough strawberries. Looks great. So I'm going to check on the waffles. You might see my dog here. He knows that when I'm cooking, food is probably going to fall on the ground. Very beautiful waffles, gluten-free for my husband. Oops. The first batch wasn't gluten-free, but a little time has passed since the first batch. So went back and we're doing this again. So these are gluten-free this time. Now if you want your waffles to be crispy, then you don't store them in the insulated bowl. I'm using the insulated bowl. It's like a double wall tumbler. And if you want your waffles to be crispy, store them in the oven at 250 degrees. So I don't care if my waffles are crispy or not. Some people might care. I'm gonna do a banana next. So tip for banana, lots of times your kids are trying to pull the top off. They've been bruising the whole top. Go ahead and pinch the bottom, it comes apart. Then you can really easily just slice it or break it open right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice this. This is kind of the way I would do like a kielbasa sausage, maybe a little bit of an angle. Turn that around. And then I've got my nice little slices of banana in here. Okay, so we've got a banana in here. This actually looks very patriotic. Okay, your quick slice is dishwasher safe. It has some little nubbies to help keep it from sliding around. And then we're gonna put some blueberries on here. So this is blueberries that I put in here, and I've already rinsed them. This is our Easy Read colander, kind of like those cups I showed you earlier. I love it because I can put it right here, run some water on it and let it drain. You can see the measurements from up here. It holds 3 cups, which is awesome. But it's really good for dispensing into the bowl here, so because it's really easy. All right, so we've got that. And the next thing we need to do is add our whipped cream. So as you can see, the whipped cream is nice and thick. So we're gonna add some to the middle here. When I'm done, I can put this lid on the top and store that in the fridge. I smell the waffles, so I need to go tend to that. Oh yeah, they're perfect. Perfect. Beautiful waffles. We'll do one more batch. Oops. I need to take the cover off. And this will be the last batch, and then I'll do a little treat for you guys. Something that my son absolutely loves. You guys will love it too. It's kind of TikTok-ish. So, waffles. So over here, so we've got this beautiful little display, and when you're taking it somewhere, this is also really good. You can put your lunch in here and keep it nice and cool, but we just can put this top in here and it's ready to go. We can take it anywhere we want. Now, when we're doing our waffle, one of the things we might want to do is put some powdered sugar on the top. And so I have my powdered sugar shaker right here, and the powdered sugar shaker, I've got one that has cinnamon and sugar in it, one that has cocoa in it, and then this one has powdered sugar. It's metal, it's dishwasher safe, super easy to use, nice big handle so you fit your fingers in there, so that's nice. All right, I think we're about done. Oh, let me show you the bacon. Now, I'm just gonna tell you, when I show you the bacon, it's not gonna look quite the same as the bacon that I showed you earlier today. It's round number 2. We had dinner, we ate all the bacon, so this is round number 2. But look at how beautiful and flat that bacon is. You can see that it's nice and flat, even, nice and crisp, and it just takes like 15 minutes in the oven to do. So I just did a quick second batch. This right here is dishwasher safe. You just take the whole thing apart, stick it in the dishwasher, super easy to clean. Okay, these are ready. Perfect, perfect waffles. My dogs, they're making noise. So, all right, last thing I want to show you. Cinnamon rolls, okay? Just a little can of cinnamon rolls. This is a great little treat. Your kids will love this. You can use it for, that scared one of the dogs. You can use it for an after-school snack or just a treat on Saturday morning. Normally it takes like what, 10-15 minutes to cook the waffles, right? Not when you do it this way. So we're just gonna do 2 and then 3, smush them together. Takes about 2 minutes to cook, okay? And then we can take our sauce right here and put it on the top. So one of the things I told you about earlier was how I store this after I made my coffee, because I usually do 2 rounds like within 2 days of each other, so I need this to make my second batch. This is just a bottle with a top on it from IKEA. I think Costco might sell lemonades that you can do this with, but you can just use a little bottle, and then I put tape on it that says regular. There's another one that says decaf. So that's how I do that. Let me go ahead and grab a plate really quick. We'll grab 2 plates. I'll show you those other waffles, the cinnamon waffles. So I promised I'd tell you guys about the air fryer. So one of the things that you might want to do if you're doing waffles for dinner is to do some chicken in the air fryer. And you can just make your own chicken, bread it. You just put some eggs, or some flour, eggs, and then like panko crumbs, and then stick it in there in the waffle fryer, in the air fryer. It just takes a few minutes to do that. You could also, these are all done, you could also just buy your waffles or buy your chicken tenders frozen and do them that way. But look at these waffles. How cute and fun are these? I know that my son just eats them up. He'll eat the whole package. So we're just going to take these off of here. Cancel, we want that to be over. Just separating these. We'll let that cool off. These plates are dishwasher safe, so I can stick them in the dishwasher. How cute is this? I can just take this and spread it on the top there. But what I want to do now is I want to actually, the first thing I want to do is choke my dog. No, just kidding. Is I'm gonna make a waffle here and make it so that you guys can kind of see what that waffle looks like. So we'll put a waffle on the plate. Okay. We'll put a waffle on the plate and we'll get 2 spoons. Okay. And we'll put a dollop of the whipped cream on there, just like that. Okay. Then we'll get some strawberries and some blueberries and some banana. That's not the picture-worthy banana. It's good enough for the family, not for Instagram. All right, and then we're gonna take some powdered sugar and just sprinkle it on the top. We'll add a couple of slices of bacon to the side. It doesn't want to lay the way I want it to lay. And there you go. You have a really delicious, beautiful, that looks like a restaurant. Doesn't it look amazing? You can make that at your house. So thank you guys so much for joining us. All of the shopping info is going to be in the description. Go ahead and make sure you comment and share your favorite tip. Let me know. I want to hear what your questions are. I want to hear what you love. And and I will see you next time.